All right, right now we're going to go over the structures for the digestive system. The first thing we have is a common one, the mouth here. Okay, if we follow back and we see where the nasal cavity and the oral cavity meet, back there is going to be the pharynx. That is your throat. The common word for that is throat. Okay, if we follow it down, the pharynx, we're going to see that we get to a muscly tube. This muscly tube that we see here is the esophagus, made out of muscle tissue. Okay, the sphincter at the top that connects the esophagus with the pharynx is called the upper esophageal sphincter. And then if we follow it down, we're going to see that it goes down and it is going to connect here with the stomach. And when we look at that, that's going to be our lower esophageal sphincter. Okay, we can see it down here where it connects. Okay, and we can also see that it's at the top of the stomach there. So the lower esophageal sphincter. This here is the stomach, the next route for food. Here we have the fundus, the cardia. Right here we have the body, the pylorus, and the pyloric sphincter. Okay, this is going to control the movement of stuff from the stomach going into the small intestines. Okay, the function of the stomach, it makes acid to help for digestion of food. Okay, this next section that we see right here, this is the first section of the small intestines called the duodenum. All right, and then if we continue on, the small intestines, we can see this is going to connect here. Okay, and a majority of the small intestines is called the jejunum. Okay, the end portion of our small intestines over here is called the ileum, and it is going to connect to the first portion of our large intestines called the cecum. When it leaves the ileum and goes into the cecum, that sphincter there is going to be the ileocecal sphincter. Okay, hanging off of the cecum is a little thing that hangs down. That's your appendix. Okay, now we've got some easy portions of the large intestines. After the cecum, we've got the ascending colon, the transverse colon, the descending colon, and then this S shape that we have here is the sigmoid colon. Right, then this is going to connect here, and what we can see is that this is the rectum and the anus here. Okay, the functions of the small intestines is going to be to absorb nutrients, and the main function of the large intestines is going to be to absorb water. Right now, the accessory organs, these are organs that do not have food pass through them, but they help us in digestion. Okay, we've got the liver. Okay, the liver produces bile, and bile is going to help us digest fats. Okay, we have a gallbladder on the back of the liver, and it just stores the bile until we're ready to release it into the duodenum. All right, and then the pancreas is another accessory organ. If we look here, the pancreas makes pancreatic juice. It puts it into the duodenum, and the function for that juice is going to neutralize stomach acid, so that the acid that was made in the stomach is neutralized as it's going through the small intestines. All right, and that's it.